All hail Shakib Al Hasan, Bangladesh's talisman. He is ensured that Bangladeshi batting looks a lot better than it has thus far in this T20 World Cup. 160 to win for the Netherlands. At one stage, it looked like they'd lose their way, especially after 15. But they scored 54 in the last 5, propelled by Shakib Al Hasan's big shots towards the end. 64 not out of 46. 9 boundaries in there. A couple of wickets each for Van Meekeren and Aryan Dutt. But that's where it is. Parthiv Patel at the top of the order, scoring 35. Mahmudullah looked really good until that big catch from Engelbrecht sent him back. So 160 to win. Bangladesh will take those runs happily.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something they would have thought of going into this game, looking at the pitch. Losing the toss, they would have thought 160 could well be the winning score, which they would have looked at it, and then they've reached it. I mean, Shakib Al Hasan played an experienced inning, which we always been talking about. We know that is something which is expected out of him, and he batted really well, and he was well supported by Mahmudullah. I thought they needed that bit of flurry in the end, and which was done by Mahmudullah.
54 in the power play, 73 I think it was in the 10. There was a slightly slowish passage of play between 7 and 15, but that recovery towards the end makes the scorecard look good.
No, absolutely. I think they did it well. Remember, again, Shakib, if you look at his innings, he's hit, I think, 8 or 9 fours. He's not hit a single 6 because that's not his game. Okay. Yeah. And Mahmudullah hit the only 2 sixes out there. So they're big hitters, Jakar Ali, Mahmudullah, to a certain extent, Taurid. Yeah. So at least Jakar Ali and Mahmudullah gave them that little bit of a punch towards the end, and that's 160 is a very, very good total in the circumstances. Yep. My only thing was I felt that in some ways Netherlands started defensively. When you're giving Kingma the ball, I think you're giving your best bowlers, you held back a little bit, though Aryan Dutt bowled very well for them. And I don't think that worked out for them because I think the Bangladesh batters therefore started confidently, and that made a huge difference.
Now, at 23 for 2, you needed someone with experience to hold the innings together. And in comes their biggest cricket star, Shakib Al Hasan. First 50 in the last 20 T20 international innings. Come the big moment, he says, I'm here for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what we spoke about. And then that's exactly why people have been, criticizing Shakib Al Hasan or questioning his place in this team. So, I mean, 20 innings for a pure batter and the kind of experience which Shakib Al Hasan has. It took 20 innings to go past 50. But today, I thought, he batted really well. Netherlands had come up with the plan. They wanted to test him with short balls. We saw, how many times he's gone out to a short ball. So that was the plan, but I thought it didn't execute it that well. They were slightly wavered. There were a few down the leg side where a fine leg fielder was up, and that's Shakib's game. He uses space really well. There were a few outside the off stump where he hit over the point for 4 runs. So there was clear plan for Netherlands, but actually it didn't work out as well because it was not on target. And Shakib, with his experience, he was not going to miss out because this is not a 2-pace pitch. This is a true pace pitch where ball was coming at a similar height, and that's where he latched onto it and played those hook shots and pull shots to good effect.
9 fours at 36 from fours, but he also took 24 singles. So busy innings, very smart innings this one.
Smart innings. Look, Shakib is looking actually again like Andre Russell. Shakib is looking fitter again this year. He looks as if he's worked on himself. Yeah. He is looking thinner, fitter. He's obviously keen to make an impact because this possibly could be his last World Cup. Yeah. And he's looking at it that way, that he really wants to make an impact. And this is the format that people want to watch around the world. So I think that's how he's looking at his cricket right now. So look, I think he played the major anchor role that we expect him to play and everyone else playing around him. Yeah. Taurid didn't come off today, but you cannot expect him to come off every day. Yep. But the other two did, and that's enough. I think, when we started the day, we thought 160 was a winning total. Yep. Yeah. I think it's a very, very imposing total on this ground.
Tanzid Hasan, 35-26, he'll be really cross that he missed out today.
Yeah, but see, he gave them a start. If you look at the inning, it's top and tail. In first 6 overs, you got runs, and in the last 5 overs, you got runs. And that's something which Bangladesh batters wanted. They wanted a bit of a momentum to start with, and that was provided by Tanzid Hasan. And, I thought the Netherlands bowlers were smart, especially bowling in the middle overs. Yeah. I thought they used the wind to a great effect and used the longer side to a great effect. They forced Bangladeshi batters to play those hook shots and and pull shot, especially in this middle phase of 7 to 10 and 11 to 15. That's when a lot of medium pacers came in and bowled a lot of cutters, and they bowled bouncers. They forced them to hit on the squarer boundaries, and that too against the wind. That's when Bangladeshi batters were finding it difficult to clear those boundaries. On a shorter side, they were hitting it for a 6, but on a longer side or against the wind, it was a bit difficult for them to hit.
It was the wind that helped Engelbrecht in those 2 catches that he took?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, obviously it did, because if it was with the wind, it would have cleared him very easily, and that's exactly what the Netherlands' plan was.
Yep. They were 89 for 4 when Tauhid Hridoy got out, and you needed an innings like Mahmudullah played to sort of give the innings a certain fillip. And how well did he play?
Exactly. That 16-run, 17th or was it the 18th over? That 16-run over really set them up very well. I think it was the 16th over. And he really went on the attack. And I think that's the thing that Mahmudullah does for them, because he has the experience. He knows when to attack. And then, again, power, pure power. And today, you see, Mahmudullah's played a great innings. You've also got a situation where Jakar Ali has played very well for them today. Strike rate of 200 right at the end. I think he did a marvellous job for them.
Yes, Mahmudullah went after Tim Pringle in the 17th over that you referred to. He took 16 runs off that over. That really contributed to Bangladesh reaching 159. Now, you've seen one half of the match. 159 defendable?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Bangladesh has posed a total where they can defend this total, especially with the kind of pitch this is. It is not, it is spinning a bit. There is an extra bounce. Bangladesh has that quality spinners in them, in Mahmudullah. And Rishad's been bowling really well. Shakib Al Hasan will come into play. And they've got a very good pace attack. They've got Mustafizur Rahman, Tanzim Asim. Shakib is in great form. Thaksin has been bowling really well. So they have resources here to exploit this kind of conditions. So I feel that Bangladesh would feel really confident with this score.
Netherlands, though, as you said, they came in with a plan to bowl that short delivery, and they sort of bowl according to the boundary lengths as well on either sides. You 6 bowlers, Aryan Dutt the most impressive?
I mean, quite a few bowlers were very good. I mean, Aryan Dutt took 2 wickets early on in the power play, and then when McCrean gave only 15. So there were bowlers again, the 2 bowlers bowled really well. The rest of the bowlers have gone for a lot of runs, and that's because the runs have gone up top, and Bas Delete bowled that last over. So and that's where the runs have been leaked. But that's what happens when the set batter plays through the inning. Everyone else allows everyone else to play bigger shots, and that's Mahmudullah did it, and then Jakar Ali came in and played with a 200 strike rate. So you need someone from top 3 ideally, but this time around it was Shakib who batted at number 4, who wanted to play through the inning, and that's exactly what happened. That is the reason why they could reach the total where they are right now.
Tim Pringle got the wicket of Tauhid Hridoy. What was that shot? I didn't expect that kind of shot from Hridoy against a Tim Pringle who's not really threatening.
No, I think that's what happens. I mean, it's that he did so well so far. You're allowed to have one of these off days, and I think it was his off day. And again, as I said, intelligent, but notice the bowlers who have gone today, Bas Delete, Logan Van Beek, are normally their star bowlers. And Bas Delete has this issue. When he goes, he tends to go. If you remember during the World Cup, in that famous match, he went for 115. In 10 overs, which is now the ODI record for the maximum number of runs given. So I think that's the thing, that this is the kind of place where if the batter gets on top, it's a decent batting wicket.
Yeah, it is. It's like, you should have that ability of pulling the over back. If you've gone for 2 boundaries, somehow trying to find a way to bowl a couple of dot balls, or maybe just give those singles and not make it a really big over. And that's exactly what happens when 2 boundaries are hit of Bas Delete's first 2 balls. It invariably finishes at 16, 17 or 18 run over.
But what a good selection call it was to get Aryan Dutt in today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were talking about it because he does bowl well in the power play. And I think, again, the shot that this one used against him, I think trying to do a reverse that early, in the innings the shot was probably not on, especially because there was a slip out there. But I think under the circumstances, I think they came back very well, because Litton also was a disappointing shot to Engelbrecht. I mean, a ball of that length, and exactly what he's saying, wind on one side, you're hitting against the wind, you're likely to be caught in that boundary.
Faze is ready to bowl the first over against Netherlands. Who holds the key for them? Is it Engelbrecht, or is it the 2 M&Ms at the top, Max O'Dowd and Michael Levitt?
I think Max O'Dowd and Michael Levitt holds the key here, because the power play runs will be very important. It's not the easiest wicket to score runs in the middle, so and there's a lot expected of Michael Levitt. He's been their best batter going into this World Cup, so Michael Levitt would be an important player.
160 to win, gentlemen. Quick prediction. Margin of 5 on either sides.
I'm going to go again. Since I had 137 before, I will go with 37.
I'm going 40.
45. Match on. Netherlands can win this one. 162 win. Enjoy the innings and do join us right after this on Cricbuzz Live. Bye for now.